Okay. It's been a while since I recorded a live video. Today is September. Let me see. September 21st. Um. So I've been thinking here lately. I know I look crazy. I need to go to the barber shop, all that good stuff. I've been. I'm single, and I've been talking to a lot of women, and just being very, honest and frank. I definitely, you know, looking for that someone, want to be married. You know what I'm saying? I want that connection, that somebody. And I've talked to several women over the last several months, and what I've come to realize is the very thing that women complain about, they do themselves. Um, and particularly black women, because I only deal with black women, so that's what my experiences is. There's so many women that make these posts and put things out there on social media about being single and this and that, but they don't ever give a guy an opportunity to get to know them because they mind is, I think I've talked about this maybe in another video, but it's like they don't even give you a chance to, they don't even talk to you, like you hit them up, and you can say something very respectful and genuine, like I want to get to know you better. They totally ignore you, and I don't understand. And I think it's a bit of a hypocrisy to sit here and talk about being single and can't find a man to know how to have a conversation and this and that, and then you don't give a man a conversation. I guess I'm talking about me when I say that. So I've met several women, you know what I'm saying, and the mindset, in my opinion, needs to change, because now it's getting to a point where I'm like, well, you're single because you want to be single. You're not single because you have to be. You're single because you want to be. Anytime that you are not entertaining um, conversation or a man introducing himself to you, you just feel like your first natural reaction is to reject him, or your natural reaction is to not hear what a man has to say. I mean, you don't know what you are passing up. You don't know what you're missing. And also, the one thing I would say to the women, ask yourself, what do you really want? Like, and be honest with yourself. Like, what do I really want? Do I really want to be somebody's wife? Do I really want to be somebody's girlfriend? Do I want to put the work in? Because I realize women look at relationships like work, like going to work every day. They don't look at it the same as men look at it. Women look at it as like work. You know, they live the idea of being with a man in their mind. But when it's actually time to be a wife or a girlfriend, they fear, they get scared because you gotta put work in. Relationships take work, and a lot of times a lot of the work is on the woman, not on purpose, but naturally. And so it's just one of those things where you do have to ask yourself, before you start putting stuff out there, before you start saying, oh man, I want to be married, I want to be this, is that what you really, really want? And are you ready to really, really put in the work to do that and to really make it happen and be open to meeting a guy? You know, one mistake, and I've talked about this a little bit. One mistake that women always make, they are more concerned with an idea of the mate they should be with than the actual love or meeting someone. Therefore, they can look at you at first glance and say, "Oh, he's not my type," or they can have one conversation with you and say, "Oh, he's not my type." It's gonna take more than that. It's gonna take more than that. You know what I'm saying? I ended up being with a woman that I didn't like for the first few years that I was with her, and then I opened myself up, to that, and ended up, at the time, we ended up getting married and everything. And, if you'd have been around us the first four years, you never would have thought that we would have ended up. But it really took me to open myself up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying things that I have not done, but I've just matured in a way where now it's like, oh, I know one thing I want to talk about. So women, some women out here play games. They want a man to chase them. And the one thing I would say is this: us men, we've been chasing women. We used to having to chase women. But the one thing about it, when you get to my age, it's like I don't mind chasing you, but you have to give me a reason to chase you. I have to be able to feed off something in order to keep calling you and to keep trying to hang out with you. I have to feed off. You have to make I'm talking about me personally. You have to make me feel like that I'm gonna get something for chasing. And I'm not talking about sex or nothing. I'm just saying, I have to feel liked. And if I feel like I'm calling you all the time and you never dial my number and all these things, you know what I'm saying? At some point, I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, she's not feeling me like that. I don't care that you may talk to me when I do call you. If you never take out the time to pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? Or text me and say, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. I'm gonna notice that, man. I'm gonna notice that, me personally. Because the thing is, the truth of the matter, a lot of men don't want to admit this, but we want to be loved too. We want to feel love as much as we want to give it. And the thing about it is, if you're talking to a woman and she's never, every time she talks to you, when you call her, it's just never calling you. You're gonna wake up like that. She never calls me. And you're going to make a decision from there. Either, what I'm saying, when you do call her, you're gonna point that out and she's not gonna like that, or you're just gonna stop calling. At this point for me, I just stop calling. You know what I'm saying? I just leave it where it is. And you may be sitting at home wondering, why would I stop calling? That's why. It's because that, what I'm saying, I've been calling you for 2 weeks and you haven't called me once. And, you know, everything have to be balanced on one level or another. I mean, I understand women play their little games and they wanna be pursued, but sometimes, you take that shit too far. You have to know how to balance what you're doing, especially if you're interested in the guy. You have some interest in the guy. Now, if you have no interest in them, then tell them that. Don't sit here and let somebody continue to call and call and call and constantly ask, hey, can I see you? Can we hook up? Can we go out? Can we do this? When you have no intentions of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things, a woman will keep you around until something better come in. And I don't think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think it's fair for men to do it either, but the thing about it is that, if something better was coming around for you, it would have come already. Maybe I'm the best that it's gonna get, or he is the best it's gonna get, So it's just some things that, as a woman, I want you guys to consider as far as those things are concerned. And those are just a few things that are on my mind. Please subscribe to my YouTube page and click the little bell for notification. I will be talking about different experiences of mine and different things I feel and about relationships regarding women and things like that. And these are honest thoughts. These are not thoughts to influence one thing or another. These are honest thoughts from my personal life and my personal experience.